Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Okay, so here we are today, episode 25. Last episode, I believe we got the distill tower going, and yeah, it's been another day since I recorded. Apologies on the delays. Just having some things happening. Anyway, I did some stuff off camera, kind of set up these for future storage units. Did make a couple of the 16K ones for the heck of it. I know there was some other stuff that I did. I don't think I... Now, if I go to the greenhouse room, I know I added a third greenhouse there, and I still need to clear up this room. But also, more importantly, I made super tanks from GregTech. I was having some issues balancing out the power system and the wood tar and everything, and I would try to use a trash can to delete anything that was being jammed in these, like, what were used to be interfaces here. But eventually I just said screw it, and I went with the super tank because these have fluid voiding. So I might be using super tanks when it comes to distilled towers for the future. Also, super tanks, they are pretty nice. They hold about 4,000 buckets, but they are composed of steel, polyethylene pipes, which I had to automate this. Basically, this is an extruder. And I also made a ingot mold recipe. And that's really about it for the pumps anyway. So yeah, I've got one here now for spruce, another one for spruce, and another for rubber. Effectively, I was trying to keep up with the demand of the pyrolyzed ovens because for some reason my benzene production was like dropping, and I'm not sure why. But it seems to be good now. You can see these machines are frozen because we have 1,000 buckets of benzene. So the idea is that they won't always be on and wood storage will go up. Oh, and I also took the time to make the Ender fluid conduits. Now we did make one item that is responsible for making these conduits, and that is the polyvinyl chloride. So I just did a recipe into the assembler to make the conduits because I didn't like the pipes and I didn't like how they were storing so much fluid in there. Although I don't know exactly if EnderIO conduits store fluid, or at least these ones anyway, store fluid, or what the case is. But yeah, so that's beyond that. Yeah, so here's a large extruder for pipes. I did add a extractor for charcoal. I need to figure out though if I need to drop some of the other medium voltage extractors or not. But in any case, moving forward, what was I gonna do? I had it all in my head. Oh, that's right. I want to get sodium, potassium, which is sodium and potassium. Now, the potassium, there's a lot of ways to do this, but I think one way that we're gonna do is there's biotite. And we're gonna get more magnesium this way, which is nice. Oh, wait, no, wait. Magnesium is for... Wait, I thought magnesium, we were using that for something recently. Oh, no, no, no. Magnesium would be for titanium. So never mind on that. Potassium. So yeah, we'll still get potassium, silicon, aluminum, gases. Oh yeah, we're also going to get fluorine, which we're going to be needing this actually really soon because we're going to be needing hydrofluoric. And that is part of a quest. Where is it? Pardon me. Yeah, hydrofluoric acid. We're going to be needing this to get into polytetrafluoroethylene. I believe. What is that used for again? It's a polymer. A polymer is most importantly used to make chemical reactors. It's also required for, yeah, okay. So we're going to be needing that for machines anyway. Okay, so I found one way to get biotite is through Deepslate. So we take the Deepslate dust and we centrifuge that. We also get biotite. And then we want to process that biotite. Now, eventually we'll be able to get a rock breaker or a cobblestone generator to make the Deepslate, but that won't be till EV. I wonder why there's a rock cycle simulator and then there's a rock breaker. So what does this entail? IV. And then there's, well, I guess we're going to be needing the EV one. And that one is aluminium and titanium. And again, this is all tungsten steel. Oh yeah. So I think the rock breaker, not the simulator, would be the one we're going to go for. Okay, I wasted enough time here. So let's go ahead and get this Deepslate processed. We're going to want to have a centrifuge, probably a dedicated centrifuge that will take in all this stuff. We're going to need some interfaces, probably just the one right now, but we will need more. And we're also going to need a electrolyzer. So if I biotite, there we go. So if I think with this correctly, we should be able to send the biotite up into the electrolyzer. And oh wait, that won't work because we have to deal with the second byproduct. So I'll probably just have them eject from the centrifuge and then just send everything into the electrolyzer. And so I think that is going to, let's see, that's 14. That's a 1500 divided by 5. So that would give us 300 biotite. Process that up. We would get about 13 potassium. So unless we automate the Deepslate, which I will probably do off camera, we're going to need a renewable way to get more Deepslate. Or just I can go mine in a Deepslate area and go from there. But let me pause here and I'll come back when this is all cooked up. All right, we are back. So I have the centrifuge here. And we're going to pop that on there. And I'm going to need more cable. Of course I will. Biotite. Okay. Wait, did I not? There we go. So that's going to get processed up now. We want to get the electrolyzer. Boop. And I need to get another terminal in this room. Maybe that'll be something that I do off camera. Or the wireless terminal, if that matter. Okay. So, boop. And did I already put the arm on there? No, okay, I didn't. So put that there. And that will be set to import. Okay. And here we want to do the biotite. So we put that there. And I don't think we've ejected anything yet. There we go. And so now this should start pumping once we get 22. And yeah, it's going to take some time. So like what I'm thinking is I already have a multi-smelter right now that's set to intake all cobblestone deep slate and turn it into the smooth stone version of it. And then I can have another macerator somewhere here, and that will just accept all of the deep slate and turn it into the dust. And then as far as why we're doing this, we need the potassium because we're going to be needing it for assemblers. Specifically, HV all the way to IV. So I want to get the HV, oops, that's not it. HV energy hatch. And to do that, we're going to need the potassium. So for the potassium itself, I'm thinking of making the potassium a craftable thing. Kind of frees up machines that way. Oh, and then we forgot about the fluid. We're going to need one for the fluorine gas. So let me just do this, actually. Okay, so the fluorine should get stuck there. Good. Now let's go get a 1K cell. FLUR fluorine. And it's not the right room. Oh, wait. And there's a villager outside my area again. There we go. Okay, so that should start filling up with fluorine, and I hate how that stupid map keeps getting changed. I don't know what I keep doing. Anyway, fluorine. There we go. So now, if we want the potassium, sodium potassium, we just want to do a pattern, and we are out of patterns. Okay, so let's get those cooked up. Hydrofluoric acid, and I hate how I can't look at the item from there. Hydrofluoric is going to be a matter of hydrogen and fluorine. So this might also, again, be an auto-craftable thing. So it's for that reason that thinking of putting it, the patterns here in the chemical reactor. I know down the road, we're going to be able to get a large chemical reactor. And I believe that one will go a lot more quickly. So if you're concerned about speed and auto-crafting, that will be a thing. Oh yeah, look at that, LCR. And I don't know when we can expect to make turbines, like the large... It's a combustion turbine? Easily EV, yeah. So we're going to need titanium before we can even get to these, which output a great deal of power. And I believe... Yeah, these use... Well, there's Gene gasoline, but that's out of our reach right now. Diesel. Yeah, you got diesel generators or naphtha. Okay, so that's a thing for later, of course. So let me... Am I going to need a pause for this? Might be able to wait it out. At least one of the patterns to make, or one of the 8 set patterns to make. It looks like it's making the circuits now. So while it does that, with the HV energy hatch, does that need clean room? No. Excuse me. So we don't need to worry about that. It's almost done here. Probably should have cut earlier, but it's fine. So the whole reason, well, I want to get these HV energy hatches because of the demands of our greenhouses and pyrolyzed ovens to get more speed, essentially. But also got to make sure that we are keeping in mind the power generation as well. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, but there's the potassium. Oh yeah, we need the hydrofluorine. So, or hydrofluoric. So there's that. Now we are going to need to get another one of these fluid cells. And I'll get this one set to the hydrofluoric. And then that might take a bit. Get the other one assigned to the sodium potassium. So while we wait for that, let's get the HV energy hatch. I think we have that chip. I think the only thing we don't have maybe is the coil. Right, we don't. Okay. So what's that going to entail? Not much, seemingly. Yeah, so that's the assembler. So assembler. Did I not set up the assembler, or what's going on here? Okay, there it is. What's it called then? Oh, I never named it. Okay. Weird. That should go in there. Make sure that... Okay. So that should be good. And then for the coil... Actually, I'm gonna need to go back to the assembler and change something up. There we go. So now this should go in there, I believe. Good, good. And then as for the other pattern, yeah, all right, that should work. So how is the 1K coming along? There it is. Cool. So that one has that. So now we need the sodium, potassium. Bada boom. Okay. Let's go put these in here. Provided I didn't forget anything, we should be able to. Okay, there are some things we forgot. So A, we need sulfur. B, I thought I had LPIC. Okay, oh, that's a different chip, isn't it? Shoot, okay, LPIC wafer is an orange lens. Okay, so we're gonna need another engraver, and we don't have the sulfur. What's an orange lens gonna cost? Crap, we're gonna need to get dye. And what would that be? We're gonna need sulfuric acid and salt and orange dye. Do we have sulfuric? Okay, we do. For that, we're gonna need to get a bath. Oh, right, we need more of this crap. Okay. Let me be right back. I'll get some materials and we'll continue here. Alrighty, we're back, everybody. We're now exploring. Got some poppy and dandelion. I'll be sure to put those in the greenhouse later, so we have more of those for later if we need them. But I have the dye now. I've made a chemical bath, so we are going to go on and get the orange lens, and there's more on that in a minute. Then I do frick address. Okay, that goes there, there. Allow items and fluids. I don't think we need to eject fluids for this, because if we're just bathing, let's see, orange lens. Yeah, we're just gonna be inputting fluid and outputting an item. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so lens dye gene. Okay, so that should be good there. Now, I did make a 1K cell with all of the dye colors as a future-proof kind of thing. So we're gonna need to make the orange dye now. And that's gonna be the sulfuric, the orange dye, and the salt. So we're gonna take that, put that in the reactor, and then I did make a glass lens. And I made it in such a way that I made a glass pane, which is made from solidifying liquid glass, and we already have a mold solidifier, or a plate solidifier, so I went with that. Okay, so orange dye, no, god dang it, orange lens. There we go. Dye. Okay, is that engraver done yet? Did I even make it? Oh, no, I didn't make it because of the sulfur and the rubber, which I rectified. I went mined more sulfur, and I went and put resin in an extractor to get more pulp. Oh dear, did I already mess this up? Oh, I didn't, there we go. And that should be kicking in. And we're good. Okay, so that should be spat back onto our system. Let's get on back here. We're gonna need that engraver. We're gonna need a pattern block. I'll take that. Right, so LPIC. Get rid of that. There's the engraver. And we don't need to worry about another one. Where is it? There it is. I don't think I'm worrying about... Oh, this is going to need a cutter in the clean room. Oh, of course you do. Okay. Oh boy. Cutter. We might be boned. We need to get into end steel. Am I am reading this right. Right? Energy hatch needs LPIC. Well, shoot. Okay. What is this? Is it GregTech Fisher? Okay. Rock breakers are used to. I'm getting distracted. Where does it say, if anything, about sodium, potassium? Let me see here again. Blue steel. Black steel, brass, rose gold. Okay, so we can't get that right now. End steel. We need the vacuum freezer in order to get this going. So we might need to transition to the vacuum freezer. Haha. So end stone dust. How would we go about getting this? Other than going to the end, I guess. Is there really no way to get this shy of the end? Okay, give me a second here and I'm gonna figure something out. Alright, I think we're at a impasse right now. I believe that we're gonna need to go into the end, and in order to get to the end, we're gonna need a end cake. And in order to get that end cake, we're gonna need black steel. And black steel is a bit annoying. We're gonna need seemingly not that much, but the black bronze is probably not that crazy, really. Copper and electrum. The perfect coal, however, is going to need coke. Thankfully, I don't need to do any sifting, although I kind of would prefer at this point, but I don't know. Basically, we're going to need to get coke machine running again. Although it does seem... Wait, what? I have no idea. We are needing to get a coke machine going again. So we're going to have to change one of our pyrolyzed ovens to coal. Ideally coal. And I don't know how much coal we have. Some, but I'll have to go mining, I guess. So with that, we'll get the coke, and then that will be atomic reconstructed into the perfect coal. Okay, this episode might be a little bit shorter. I do want to just put it out there. I might be taking a break in between episodes more so often. I'm just not having a great week recently. Things are, I don't know. I don't want to get too far into it, but anyway, let's get over here. Take that off. We're gonna want to. Oh, not damn it. Yeah, I guess I do have the orange lines now. But we knew about that. Coke. That needs to be 22. Where are you? Oh, I gotta take that off first. Okay. So that should kick in. Oh, we might need to get rid of this. I want to say it's the GregTech steam we need. Yes, okay. So need to get rid break this rather. Okay. So that should start kicking out coke. Okay, shouldn't be any clogs there. Good. So if we come over here, good. We're starting to get some coke. So that, perfect coke. Perfect coke? Wait, what? Hold on. Black steel. Perfect coal. Oh, that's what I wanted. Perfect coal. Okay, so that checks out. Now we need to do black bronze. That mixer. So if that, we need to get copper and electrum. Okay, let's see if I can get this knocked out real quick. Okay. That runs. Now it'll take a bit of time. Was that okay? It didn't need anything specifically. Yeah, it needs coal. Of course it does. Okay, well, this will be something that I'm gonna pause here now. I mean, stop here now. I will work on getting more coal, and I will probably set this furnace up so it doesn't burn through all of our coal. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I'll admit I am having a hard time with some things, but I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.